Most people see a bottle of apple cider vinegar and think salad dressing. But if you're over 50, that little bottle can quietly become a daily ally, one that looks after your kidneys, keeps your bones more resilient, and even gives your brain an extra layer of protection. Today, we'll explore three inside the body ways apple cider vinegar works its magic for seniors, followed by practical safety tips, smart buying advice, and a few bonus tricks that make the most of every drop. Picture this. It's a sunny morning, you pour a glass of water, and you swirl in 1 teaspoon of raw apple cider vinegar. It's tangy, sure, but you sip it slowly and get on with your day. That tiny habit barely takes a minute, yet inside your body, it kicks off a chain of events your kidneys will thank you for. Kidney stones form when minerals like calcium and uric acid crystallize and clump together. The acetic acid in apple cider vinegar helps dissolve those crystals before they grow into stones. At the same time, vinegar raises citrate levels in your urine. Citrate clings to calcium the way a soft glove fits a hand, stopping stones before they start. When you're older, dehydration, certain medications, and slower kidney filtration make stones more likely. That single diluted drink can tilt the odds back in your favor. There's more. Healthy kidneys act like the body's high-end water filter, removing toxins while balancing minerals and blood pressure. Studies suggest the mild acidity of vinegar stimulates blood flow through those delicate filters, helping them flush waste a little more efficiently. Many seniors on low-salt diets notice their ankles puff up less and their evening bathroom trips become easier after a few weeks of daily ACV. The difference isn't dramatic like a prescription pill, but it's real. Think of it as gentle housekeeping for organs that rarely get a break. If you decide to try this, start small. 1 teaspoon in a tall glass of water once a day is plenty for the first week. Let your body get used to the acidity. After that, work up to a tablespoon if you like. Some people prefer to split it, half a tablespoon before breakfast, half before dinner. Hydration is crucial, so chase your ACV drink with another glass of plain water. Adding a squeeze of lemon or a pinch of cinnamon softens the flavor and brings extra benefits. Lemon supplies additional citrate. Cinnamon helps steady blood sugar. You're building a morning ritual that feels intentional, not medicinal. Speaking of steady, let's talk bones. Around age 50 for women, and not long after for men, bone density starts to decline. Calcium becomes harder to absorb, and without it, your skeleton is like a wooden house left in the rain. It slowly weakens. Most folks try to fix this with supplements, yet half of that calcium can pass straight through without ever reaching the bones. Apple cider vinegar changes the chemistry in your stomach, so minerals dissolve more easily. Think of vinegar as a courteous doorman who ushers calcium and magnesium through the intestinal gate instead of letting them loiter and leave. There's a curious experiment that illustrates this. Researchers fed 2 groups of lab animals identical diets rich in calcium. One group received a small amount of vinegar in their water. After several weeks, the vinegar group showed measurably higher mineral content in their bones. The takeaway is simple. It's not just what you eat, it's what you actually absorb. Seniors who pair a tablespoon of diluted ACV with calcium-rich meals, yogurt at breakfast, leafy greens at lunch, sardines or cottage cheese at dinner, give their digestive system the acidic nudge it needs to grab more of those minerals. Over months and years, the payoff is stronger hips, sturdier wrists, and fewer "I only bumped the counter and ended up with a fracture" moments. You might also notice your joints complain less. When mild acidosis builds up in the body, crystals can deposit in cartilage and trigger inflammation. Paradoxically, the slightly acidic ACV helps the body rebalance overall pH by encouraging healthy elimination of metabolic waste. Add its natural anti-inflammatory compounds, quercetin and chlorogenic acid, and you've got a recipe for quieter knees. The change isn't overnight, but give it 6 weeks of steady use and assess how easily you get up from a chair or climb the porch steps. Many seniors are pleasantly surprised. Now let's travel upward to the command center, the brain. Gray matter is sensitive to oxidative stress, the biological equivalent of tiny sparks singeing circuits. Apple cider vinegar brings in antioxidants that mop up those sparks. At the same time, vinegar improves insulin sensitivity, which keeps blood sugar swings in check. Stable blood sugar means steadier cognitive energy, fewer mid-afternoon fog patches, and better focus during conversations. On a biochemical level, researchers have observed that acetic acid slows the enzyme that breaks down acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter that helps you recall names, follow recipes, and remember why you walked into the bedroom. Preserving acetylcholine is one reason neurologists recommend activities like crossword puzzles. ACV gives biochemical support to that same goal. There's also a circulation angle. Vinegar enhances nitric oxide production, gently widening blood vessels. Wider vessels deliver oxygen and nutrients to brain tissue more efficiently. If you've ever stood up and felt momentarily lightheaded, improving microcirculation can help smooth those dips. None of this turns ACV into a miracle cure for memory loss, but layered onto good sleep, mental challenges, and exercise, it's one more brick in the wall protecting your cognition. At this point, you might wonder, sounds promising, but what about side effects? Sensible question. Apple cider vinegar is potent. Respect it and it respects you. Rule 1, always dilute. Straight shots of vinegar can burn the throat and chip away at tooth enamel. Mix at least 1 teaspoon into 8 ounces of water, herbal tea, or sparkling water. If you like honey, a teaspoon can mellow the bite and add soothing properties for the throat, but keep total sugars in check if you monitor glucose. Rule 2, time it wisely. If sipping first thing irritates an empty stomach, move your drink to mid-meal. Vinegar slows gastric emptying, which can blunt post-meal blood sugar spikes, so taking it with food is perfectly fine. Rule 3, mind your medications. If you take insulin, sulfonylureas, or other glucose-lowering drugs, monitor your readings in the first week. ACV's effect is mild but real. The same goes for potassium-sparing diuretics. Large daily doses of vinegar might lower potassium over months, so keep bananas, spinach, or baked potatoes in your diet and mention the change at your next checkup. Dental care matters too. Drink through a straw, rinse with plain water, and wait 30 minutes before brushing to avoid scrubbing softened enamel. These little habits keep dentists happy. Next, shopping smart. A quality bottle of apple cider vinegar should be raw, unfiltered, and labeled with the mother. That cloudy web drifting inside is beneficial bacteria and cellulose. Those microbes create enzymes and trace nutrients absent from clear pasteurized vinegars. Organic certification reduces pesticide traces, and a glass bottle protects flavor better than plastic. Price doesn't have to be high. 1 liter often lasts a month, costing less than most supplements. Store it in a cool cabinet. It doesn't spoil, though the mother may grow thicker over time. That's a sign of life, not decay. If your local store only stocks filtered brands, check the description below this video for a link to a trusted raw option. I choose products I'd feel comfortable handing to my own parents. Before we wrap, stay with me for 3 quick bonus ideas that use extra vinegar without swallowing another drop. First, a scalp refresher. After shampooing, pour a cup of water mixed with 2 tablespoons of ACV over your hair, massage for a minute, then rinse. The mild acid lifts residue, balances scalp pH, and leaves gray or thinning hair noticeably shinier. Second, a skin soother. Dab a mixture of 1 part ACV to 3 parts water onto clean skin with a cotton pad. Let it dry naturally once or twice a week. Many seniors report a brighter complexion and fading of small age spots over several months. Third, a foot revival. Soak tired feet in warm water with half a cup of ACV for 15 minutes. It eases swelling, softens calluses, and neutralizes odor-causing bacteria. Small comforts that make bedtime feel luxurious. You don't need every trick at once. Start with the internal drink for kidney, bone, and brain support. Commit to it daily for 4 weeks. Keep a small journal note on how you feel, energy, digestion, any changes in joint comfort. After that month, decide whether to continue and perhaps add one external use. Your body has carried you through decades of life. A minute each morning with a humble vinegar drink is a gentle way to say thank you. Over time, the payoff can be fewer kidney twinges, sturdier bones, a clearer head, and small daily moments when you simply feel better in your own skin. Here's to aging with strength, clarity, and quiet confidence, one sip at a time.